Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Cyril Marchetti. There is a website here. Where is it? Is it at the bottom? Llewellyn.com. Yep, at the bottom. Llewellyn.com. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you want to search that out. It's in the beginning of the line, Llewellyn.com. I believe usgamesinc.com is also valid for Cyril if you're interested. Supportive Oracle Cards, a Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen Raish Baskin. A couple websites in the back, torihartman.com and watkinspublishing.com. I believe there's watkinspublishing.co.uk in the little black bar too if you're interested. Feel free to check out whatever works for you if you're interested. Okay. What do we got for Pisces? You seem to be doing good. The trick to stay good is to not let your thoughts get the better of you. You're comfortable, you've stepped away, or you seem to be a little bit detached from something. You may be even staying out of something. The trick is to not feel bad about that. There's a history connection with somebody, because I'm seeing the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is making me feel like, can we get a little bit more about that? Is there something that was good, bad, or indifferent from the past we're thinking of here? Three of Swords and the Star card and the dice. I feel like this is more of something that was resolved, or somebody that, like, you know what they've been through. I don't feel like it's something where you feel like you did anything to upset them. I don't feel like it's that. But I feel like you've seen them go through a lot. You really kind of feel for them when more happens to them. You're not really sure what's going on with them right now. What is it that's going on with them? Like, why is what's coming forward? Because they see you stepping away, or something is holding. There's a distance between you and this person, but is there purpose for this? Somebody that definitely means a lot to you. Knight of Cups and the Empress. Somebody who very much cares about you. They think about you a lot. They do care what happens to you a lot. Like, what happens to you is very important to them. Don't get caught up in the gender. This is somebody who usually is more active in your life, but seems to be at a distance at the moment. They might bring a lot of, like, controversy with them. It seems like, well, it's the Queen of Fire, which is a good card. If I'm going to be fair, it's not really a good nor bad card the way I read it. It's just talking about how that energy moves. In between Pisces and this fire energy, it could be a little bit stressful for you. They might be somebody who's very active, goes to one to the next, one to the next. Could be somebody who it's hard to keep up with. Could be. Subjective. You're very bonded with this person. You seem to be, like, I get the Seven of Swords, like I'm staying out of something, or I don't feel like I'm close to this person at the moment. I don't feel like I'm around them right now. And it's kind of like I'm doing okay, but now I'm wondering, like, why is there a distance? Why is there an emotional distance here? And it's starting to make me wonder, why is that happening? The guilt, like, the challenge is to not feel the guilt. It's just kind of like noticing, like, you know, we haven't been hanging out for a while, or I don't talk to this person as much as I used to, or I don't see them around like I used to, or has something happened? Has something changed? There's something going on with them. They don't seem to want you included in something, but I don't think it's bad. When I'm getting because I do see that they very much care about you, there's something going on around them that they don't want to spill over on you. Especially if this is like a family connection. They might be they might be one of those people who kind of like, well, this isn't going right, and I don't want the Pisces to know what's really going on there, or maybe there's some type of issue, or maybe somebody has a problem with you, and they don't think it's right, so the way they're dealing with it is they're just keeping you and that person apart, so that way it's not an issue. They're just kind of going on rote routine on that. But you and that person are still very bonded. To them, you're still very important. To you, they're still very important. I get like the Four of Wands and the King of Cups here. Don't get caught up in the gender, but this is somebody who's very important to you and you're very important to them. But there is an emotional distance at the moment. I don't think it's permanent, though. Thing is, it might last until... This reading is valid for whenever it comes to you, but it might last for a few more months. 2 to 3 more months it might last, because I get the Seven of Pentacles and the Service. Like, there's something this person is working out, and it's still not finished. The Seven of Pentacles is like something still in progress. Lately I've been getting like this green tomato feel. Some people like fried green tomatoes, but that's not where I'm going with this. I'm thinking of like green tomatoes in the sense of like you want red tomatoes. And so you got to wait for it to ripen up a bit. Who knows? It might take a few days. Who knows? It could take a little longer than that. But it's kind of like I'm seeing the green tomatoes. They're still growing. Could be a few weeks. Could be, in this case, I'm getting a few months before this situation is ready to move on, ready to be picked and moved on from. They're doing a lot more with it. They're trying to sort something out. There is something definitely wrong here that I feel like somebody is trying to keep you out of. Like, they don't feel like it should run over on you. They don't think you should have to deal with that. Or that if it was right in your face that it would make things better. Is this good that Pisces stays out of this situation? Empress. And the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a block card, and the Empress matched in with it is telling me if you stay out of it, it's better for you and everybody else. It makes me feel like somebody's having a minute. Something's going wrong here. And it's kind of like if you don't know what's going on, you don't feel like you have a responsibility to deal with it. And whatever the situation is, it's somebody else's responsibility to clean up their own mess. There might be some negativity coming at you that is not warranted. And I feel like this person is trying to block that. They're distant right now, but they're trying to block some negativity coming at you that they don't think is right. And the only way they can think of to make this peacefully work out is just to keep people separated until the energy calms down. I feel like for right now, they're thinking that's the best they can do. I don't think I would reserve myself, and I don't think they would either, saying it was the best way to handle it. It's just the best they can do for now. So they're not trying to make anything worse. They're just trying to keep like a buffer, kind of like, let's this just calm down and chill out. Somebody might be spewing negativity towards you, and this person is like, well, that's not right. The Pisces didn't do anything to you. And somebody's like targeting you. And instead of bringing this together and sorting it out, because they're feeling like whatever you're being targeted, they're like, that's bull. That's not right. People are making things up, or people are, exasperating something that's really not that big of a deal. Instead of letting this come forward, they're just kind of like, we're just going to keep it apart until they calm down and get over themselves. That way it doesn't become more of an issue than it has to be. It's kind of like, I feel like there's this whole energy here, like somebody's getting really negative and they're just using you as a target, but you're more of a scapegoat than an actual target. They're just venting out negativity. And if this comes together, it's going to cause a lot of disruption, a lot of problems, a lot of other people are going to get upset. It could make things a lot more complicated. By keeping it apart, it's just that person, when they get over themselves, hopefully that moment passes by and we can just go back to being cool. I feel like that's how they're looking at it. The outcome I'm getting is a good one. Because I see things go back to the normal within a couple months. And I get abundance around you. This person with the negativity, where are they in this few months? In a few months, how are they treating you? The Tower card and then the Six of Swords. Something else might fall apart for that person. Whoever this person is with the negativity towards you, I feel like this whole time, instead of dealing with their actual problems, they've been trying to target you as a way to not deal with their own problems, and I feel like the tower falls for them. When the tower falls for them, they have to clean up their own mess, and they just move on from the whole problem they had with you. I feel like it was bull anyway. I feel like it was foolishness anyway. So it's like before, there was problems in their own life. They didn't want to deal with those problems, so they're looking for somebody else to blame for everything that's going wrong. So they're making you a target of their negativity until that tower falls down, and then their life goes to crap. Then they have to clean up their whole mess. They just kind of move on from their negativity towards you, and they have to clean up their own problems. I don't know who this person is, obviously, but I mean, it's a general read, but they might be one of those people that are quite problematic. They might seem like they're shiny and nice and pretty on the outside, which doesn't have any gender connection to it. Just like they might look like they have it all together on the outside, but on the inside they're a complete mess. It could be one of those people. And the way that they make it look like their life is so great is that they target other people and put all the blame on other people when their life starts falling apart, so that they don't have to deal with it and other people don't see it. So they might be like a train wreck anyway. It's like I keep thinking like somebody who looks very put together on the outside, but on the inside is a complete train wreck. I don't know. You might be aware of that. You might not be. But whoever this person is, I would just step away from them. I don't think there's anything to solve there. If you do find out after the fact that somebody had a problem, I would leave it be, because I feel like they target people. It's not like working out an actual problem, because you might think, well, if we have a problem, maybe we should talk it out, maybe we should work it out. I'm getting leave it be. This is just a person who targets people when things aren't going well. So it's kind of like when my life isn't going well, that can't be right. Let me find somebody else whose life is worse and just target everything on them, so nobody looks at me and I don't think about me either, and I can just pretend my life is better than it actually is. I feel like they're one of those. I don't know if that's helpful, but I'm getting this passes. Whoever this person is, it passes. I feel like wherever they were targeting you, I feel like it's moving on. I feel like other people didn't play into it. It wasn't also because the distance was there during this whole situation, it wasn't very satisfying to them. They didn't feel like they could vent their negativity on somebody else because you weren't around for them to do that to. So it wasn't very satisfying for them to attack you, so I feel like it moves on. I don't think it's going to really be... It shouldn't be an issue going forward. I would keep an eye on it. I would just keep an eye on that person. Just keep it in the back of your thoughts. I wouldn't create any conversations, but keep an eye on it. And if you see something weird happen with that person, immediately distance yourself. Otherwise, I'm thinking it's kind of passing on. It's because it was bull to begin with. Again, they were just looking to use you as a scapegoat so they didn't have to deal with their own life. Anything else? All right. That's what I have for you. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.